recognition. So thank you very much, Prof. We appreciate that. The conversation continues. I'm inviting now Mr. Islam Swaleh. Mr. Islam Swaleh, and oh yes, I have to work with the 4-minute timers with everyone. Please, Mr. Swaleh, your question: how can Africa move from critical minerals extraction towards accountable value chains that advance local beneficiation, gender inclusion, and industrial transformation under Agenda 2063? Thank you. Mr. Islam Swaleh is the acting head of the entrepreneurship.
I'm the head of entrepreneurship and investment.
Exactly. Division of the Africa Union Commission. So, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. And once again, my appreciation to Women in Mining Africa for convening this important dialogue. For the perspective of the African Union Commission, Africa, including women, stands at a decisive moment. We are not resource poor, we are governance and value chain challenge. Let me anchor this discussion with few facts. Africa holds around 30% of the world's critical minerals, including about 75% of global cobalt production and the total value of global green technologies. Now, the gap is precisely what our continental frameworks are designed to close. Under the African mining vision and its operational instruments, including mineral strategy, we are very clear. Africa must move from being a source of raw materials to a hub of value creation. Responsible mineral governance is not separate from industrialization. It is a starting point. Transparent licensing and fiscal regimes can help Africa currently lost through inefficiency and leakage. Also, strong standards and traceability systems position Africa as a preferred global supplier in an era where buyers demand responsible sourcing. The other part that I also want to point out is that we also need to have value addition and regional markets as well as scale. Let me be very direct on this. No single African country can industrialize its mineral sector alone. That is why the African Continental Free Trade Area is central to our mineral strategy. The projected of key energy transition mineral, copper, cobalt, lithium, and nickel is estimated at $6 trillion over the next 25 years. And Africa could capture over 10% of that value, but only if we move up the value chain. So, Madam Chair, through the African Continental Free Trade Area, we can build regional mineral corridors and processing hubs, also taking into consideration the most vulnerable ones, which are women. I think women really need to be involved in all these sectors. We happened to be in Zambia last year, and we found the way women really want to prosper on mining. And one of them even approached us and told us that, you see, I am the president of women on this mining. But the problem that we have is that they have a group of women that have got small lands. They're like SMEs. This one has got like 1 acre. The other one has got like 2 acres. But, and it is more, land itself is very resourceful. But the issue is that they don't have machines. They don't have anything to exploit the minerals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is something that we really need actually to focus on. We need to look at all these kind of SMEs people and see how best we can assist. Right now we are in Lusaka, And we plan to call those women so that we can advise them and also link them directly with these, the finance resource people. At the African Union side, we don't give support financially, but we can link them with some investors to do that.
Most certainly.
Yes. So now we can and we also need to enable cross-border value chains from extraction to refining to manufacturing.
And
Also, yes.
No, go on, Mr. Just take your concluding
Yes.
minute. Yes, thank you.
Yes. And then the other part is accountability tools and investment confidence. Gender inclusion and enterprise development, this is where we are, is very important. As we industrialize, we must be intentional about inclusion. Women must not remain at the margins of extractive industries. Through procurement reforms, enterprise financing, and skills development, we should ensure that women participate across the entire mineral value chain. Women-led SMEs are also integrated into supplier ecosystem, and industrialization translates into broad-based prosperity. In conclusion, Madam Chair, African minerals can either continue to fuel other regional industrialization or they can power our own. The pathway is clear. Govern responsibility, add value locally, integrate regionally through the Continental Free Trade Area, build trust through accountability, and ensure inclusion, especially for women and youth. I thank you, Madam Chair.